morning, one and all present here. This is your host Vanya, welcoming you all to our special podcast, Why Choose Sociology in Class 11th and 12th. If you're a student or a parent wondering about this subject and its scope, this episode is for you. Sociology, it's not just a subject. It teaches you how to behave in a society and about the societal behavior and how people exactly behave in the society. For this, I have an expert coming over, Mrs. Aarti Mishra, and few curious students who have the similar doubts as any other students. So before any further delay, let's dive in.
Thanks, Vanya, for inviting us to this podcast. I really had some questions I wanted answers for. And I am Bhumi Pandit.
And I'm Navya Rana, and let us continue with our podcast. And here with us, we have our sociology teacher, Miss Aarti Mishra, ma'am. And let us get some answers to our questions.
Ma'am, I really had some questions. Like, I know a lot about history, political science, and psychology subjects, but I don't really know much about sociology. Can you please tell us what it is really about?
Sure, Bhumi, that's a good question. Imagine you go to a shopping mall and there you see a group of people, right? Some are in hurry, some are relaxing, some are taking selfies near, brand stores. So, and there is a guard standing observing everybody. So, have you imagined? Let me ask you some questions. Have you imagined why some people go towards discounts and why some people prefer luxury brands? Have you ever imagined like teenagers coming with their parents are behaving in a different manner, and if they are coming with their friends they are behaving in a totally different manner? And can you imagine ki guards, why security guards are having a tight security at some places and they are not so at other places? So sociology answers these questions. Sociology is a subject which will enhance your critical thinking. It will help you understand why people are behaving the way they do, and why how society around them shapes their personalities and the way of thinking, right? So sociology is an important subject not only for your career, but it'll help you understand the people around you and how they behave around you. One more thing I would like to add, how social institutions, have you ever imagined how social institutions like family, marriage, your education, your school, your politics, mass media, uh, are shaping your personalities? So this is what you study in sociology.
Ma'am, I was actually curious that how would I know if sociology is the right subject for me or not?
See, if you are a person who is curious to ask questions of why and how about your daily life, then sociology is the best option for you. And if you are a person who is interested in social issues and why customs and norms are prevailing in the society, it is a good option for you if you are interested in all these questions.
Ma'am, like, I'm still confused. Like, if I don't take sociology, will I really miss out on something important?
See, in today's world, in whatever profession you go after your studies, whether you go for civil services, whether you go for as a counselor after taking psychology, if you pursue law, or any HR department, if you go for journalism, हर जगह आपको ह्यूमंस से डील करना होता है. ह्यूमन बिहेवियर्स आपको स्टडी करने होते हैं, कहीं ना कहीं किसी ना किसी एस्पेक्ट में आपको यू हैव टू डील विद ह्यूमंस, एंड सोशियोलॉजी इज ऑल अबाउट स्टडीइंग ह्यूमन बिहेवियर. So it is not only important for your career, but it is also important to understand people around you. You know, आपके relations, आपकी family, आपके neighborhood में how you can deal with the people. It will enhance your communication skills and critical thinking. You can analyze situations in a better way once you study sociology.
Ma'am, like, is sociology difficult? I mean, is it really scoring like other humanities subjects?
Not really. Actually, sociology is an easy subject because whatever you study, you are, living actually in your everyday life. So, sociology is a subject in which you are, learning things which you are seeing around yourself, right? There is nothing to cram about. There are no memorization of dates and events. Whatever you see around you, you are studying that. So it becomes easy to understand. One, it is a concept based subject. Once you understand the concept, it is easy to grasp things, and you can really score well if you can analyze and express your thoughts. It is a very easy subject, and you can really score well in that.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering our questions. Now we have one more friend who is actually also curious to get some answers of some questions.
Thank you, Navya, for inviting me. I am Khushbu, and I also have some queries. As I want to keep my career options open, what can I pursue after studying sociology in class 12 and 11?
That's an excellent concern, Kushbu. Many students think that sociology as a subject do not have much career options, but that's a myth. Okay, sociology as a subject is growing in today's world because in every profession, in every field, you require sociology. Why? Because in every profession, we are dealing with humans, and sociology is a study of human behavior, right? You can pursue civil services. If you pursue civil services, sociology is a mostly opted option. Okay, as a subject, many of the aspirants take sociology as a optional subject, right? Then if you go for legal studies, it builds a very very strong foundation for the careers in law, right? Because there also you are dealing with the criminals, and you study cases. So sociology helps you understand the behavior of the people, and you are able to take better decisions. You are able to handle cases in a better way, right? Then if you go for journalism and mass media, there also it is an important subject. Kaise? Because journalism and in mass media, you generally study social issues, and once you have studied sociology, it builds a very strong base for you to understand human behaviors, right? And why society is facing certain changes, and how you like जो भी whatever is happening in the society, what are the reasons behind that. तो आप बहुत अच्छे से analyze कर पाते हो, your critical thinking enhances, and you are able to work better, right? And if you go for psychology and you become a counselor, आजकल most of the firms and corporate sectors are are hiring such counselors for their employees, because physical and mental health both are very important. तो corporate sector में आजकल they are hiring such professionals who are basically uh, from sociology, right? And if psychology and sociology, if you opt both of them, it becomes an excellent combination if you go for counseling and all these fields. Okay. And similarly, if you have a taste for if you're interested in academics, तो आप teacher भी बन सकते हैं, and then you can pursue higher studies like PhD and all करके you can become lecturer also. So professors भी बन जाते हैं, ठीक है? And NGOs and social work में तो it is very helpful. आप इस फील्ड में भी जा सकते हैं if you want to work with organizations which are working for social changes, because that's an important need of today's world, right? So there are multiple options. It is a very very important subject with other subjects. If it combines with other subjects like psychology, law, and all these things, so it becomes very useful for you.
Thank you, ma'am. I genuinely appreciate your time. And as I am planning on pursuing law further, I believe
Okay.
sociology will be the best subject to opt with.
Definitely.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was such an insightful decision, ma'am. Before we wrap up, do you have any final advice for the students and the parents?
Definitely yes, because parents are really worried about the career options while selecting the subject. So for parents, I would like to say, let your child select this subject, because it will not only enhance their critical thinking and decision making. It will make them a better communicator also. It will uh, it will be helpful in career as well as in their personal life. So, in today's world where social media is so prominent, uh, understanding human behavior is all the more important. So, being a sociology student, children learn to, understand why people are behaving in certain way. And once your child goes into any profession, they have to handle, after all, human beings only. So, if your child goes for law, we can take teacher, doctor, lawyer, and even if he becomes a business person, so there also he has to handle human beings. So sociology is helpful in each and every profession. So my advice is, uh, sociology should be taken as a subject in 11th and 12th, because it makes a very strong foundation. It builds the personality of your children. So it is an important subject. And if your child is curious to understand the why and how of everyday life, and how society is working about social issues and everything, so definitely you should encourage your child to take sociology as a optional subject.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was a very beautiful advice. I hope it helps the students and the parents. So, for a greater image for the students and the parents, I have few children who have opted sociology in class 11th to share their experience as a sociology student. So, therefore, I would like to call them.
So, thank you, Vanya, for inviting us to this amazing podcast. I'm Suhani,
And I'm Nitya.
and we are here to share our experience as sociology students.
First of all, I would like to thank our school for providing us such a beautiful subject, sociology, which has helped us to learn about our society and how beautifully our society has evolved all these years.
And actually, Nitya, one of the most amazing, the most significant takeaways from my subject has been the realization that sociology is not only about understanding the society, but it is also about the awareness, the power dynamics, and the inequalities which exist within it. And this awareness has made me think critically and actually question the status quo. It has not only made an impact on my personal development, but it has also helped me with my other subjects, such as legal studies, psychology. It has helped me analyze my cases very critically. It has increased my power of research design. It has enhanced my data analysis. And speaking of personal development, my confidence is on cloud nine. And not only the confidence, my communication skills, they are so better now. And the most fun thing about this subject, actually, no matter what stream you are coming from, be it commerce, be it science, be it humanities, what subjects do you have? Sociology is helpful everywhere, because each and every occupation we pursue leads to the society, is ultimately for the society. And what sociology is? It is all about society. So, Nitya, what do you think about this subject?
Yes, Suhani, indeed. I completely agree with your stance. And one thing that I remember is when we went to the NGO, our school provides us such good opportunities. जैसे जब हम NGO गए थे and we went to that juvenile court, there we learned so much about human behavior. And personally, as a student of psychology, also, sociology connects all the dots so clearly. Psychology tells us the why behind every individual, and sociology tells us how behind every individual. And when I met all those people, all those children who were just as our age, and they have committed such crimes, it blowed me away and made me think that sociology is such an important subject, that we learn so much about everything about our society. And I think that everybody should read about sociology.
Indeed, Nitya. The time when we went to the NGO, it was so good. It made us learn so much about people, so much about the social stratification that is in this society, so much about how this world works. And it is just amazing to have a subject like sociology because it is not only confined to the academic curriculum, it is also about the practicality of the world. It will not only confine you to the books, to the lectures, but also about how the world works. It will give you a great insight of how the world works. So, I would like to conclude by saying that I look forward to continuing my exploration as a sociology student and applying its principle for making a better change in the world. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you.